Welcome back to the Colorado Lounge, the show where we lovingly dissect movies and occasionally ask, were they okay when they made this? This week, the answer to that is hell no. In today's episode, we're looking at Scream 3, released in 2000. This is the final entry in the original trilogy, not the best original trilogy. Yes, I'm a giant Star Wars nerd. I'm wearing a Kier shirt. I thought I was wearing a Star Wars shirt today. As I said, released in 2000. And just so you know, yes, we are going to full spoilers. I might just have a disclaimer on the full show. Full spoilers. Like, I don't think that should be really a question. Like, oh, I gotta review spoilers. Okay. I was asked this. Scream 7. What am I going to do about it? I'm not going to cover it. I'll have a non-spoiler reaction to it when it comes out. And yes, I'm going to see it day of when it comes out. Because I don't want the frickin' twist spoiled for me on Instagram. So, yeah. But yeah, full spoilers for this movie. And every movie I cover will be full spoilers. And also, this movie is 26 years old, and it's deeply dependent on its ending twist, even though I think it's terrible. So, if you somehow haven't seen Scream 3, pause this, go watch it. Go watch Screams 2 and 1 if you haven't seen those. And if you did, why are you watching Scream 3, the Scream 3 episode, if you haven't seen the first two? And 3. Yeah, go watch it so we can talk about Hollywood, trauma, and surprise siblings. Wow! So, by Scream 3, this franchise is tired. I don't mean that much as an insult. It kind of does. I think this was the only Scream movie at this point not written by Kevin Williamson. Yeah, because he was busy with Dawson's Creek, I'm pretty sure. Scream 3 writer. This had a bunch of writers though. Like a lot of them came on. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, but Kevin Williamson did not write this. Did he? I think he wrote 4. Yes, he did write 4. He didn't write 5 and 6. 5 and 6 was Radio Silence. Which you will see my opinion on. Radio Silence. Probably. When is that? Is it March? Yeah, I think it's March when Ready or Not 2 comes out. Which, then I'll cover Ready or Not. I love that movie. Okay, we're talking about Scream 3. Not talking about Ready or Not, no matter how great it is. But I do mean that the franchise, it's tired. Thematically, it's tired as well. These characters are exhausted. The audience is more aware of everything that's going on. And the genre has been reinvented twice from this series. And you feel the movie struggling with the question, how do we end this without just doing the same thing again and without Kevin Williamson? The answer that I land on is Hollywood, plus unnecessary backstory that was not explained in the first 2 movies, that wasn't even hinted at, plus emotional closure. Whether it works is debatable. It does not work for me. So let's get into the movie. First off, I have to shout out Carrie Fisher, rest in peace. She is so funny in this movie. And she's in for maybe 5 minutes, not even. But every time I think of Scream 3, I think of her in it. I think of her. Two elements of this movie that I hate, and you'll see my frustration on it. But yeah, so let's actually jump into it. Let's talk about Sidney Prescott, because this is like the most important version of her. I love this version of Sidney. Sydney in Scream 3, she's not reactive, but she's defensive. She's isolated. She's off the grid. She has a little doggo. I love a doggo. Oh, speaking of, I am kind of watching my doggo right now. So if there's a disturbance, it's probably him. And he's right here. He's right there on the couch with me. Well, I'm not on the couch. The couch is over there. And he's there. Yeah, she has a panic button. Freaking rules. I want a panic button. I actually just made a disco button. Have any of these seen Parks and Rec? Yeah, they have a disco button in one of the buildings that they have, and I made one. It's so cool. And she has a job where she doesn't have to show her face, which I love. I love that she's on the calls. It's so perfect for Sydney. Yeah. I mean, this is a woman who has completed the horror arc and decided, I'm no longer participating. Honestly, when I think about it, this is the most believable thing Sydney ever does. Neve Campbell plays her with restraint. She's not screaming, she's not sarcastic, and she's not confrontational, which, if you look at from the first two movies, she is. And you're like, oh, why did they change the character so much? It doesn't made up, blah, blah, blah. I love it. This is, and again, I will cover Stranger Things. It's just, seasons 1 through 3 are like 9 hours apiece. And then 4 is freaking 13 hours. And 5 is 10 hours. So I'm not in a huge rush to cover it. I will cover it because my friend and I, we're going to watch it over the summer. Maybe I'll do it on the episodes with her. Maybe. I'm thinking about it. But, yeah. And it's like the Dustin thing. Where it's like, oh, Dustin's a completely different character in season 5. And I'm like, yeah. Because he's still a child and he's grieving and he doesn't know how. Like, I didn't like what people were saying about Dustin. Like, that's a smart decision. And it's a smart decision here. She's tired, which makes the reveal of the killer connected to her before the first movie actually matter emotionally. Does not work for me, though. It does not work. I don't like it. But let's talk about Roman Bridger, because we kind of have to. Roman is a lot. He's Sydney's secret half-brother. Do we find out who his father is? I don't know. I think it would be like freaking cool if it was like freaking Robert De Niro. I don't know. I think that would be cool. Like, that's actually like something that, oh, that guy, Robert De Niro's kid. Not in real life, but like in the movie. That would have been funny. He was abandoned. He's traumatized. He was jealous. He's a director. He directs. And he was apparently power enough to set the entire franchise in motion by manipulating Billy Loomis, which I don't love. If you look at freaking Billy, he's a sociopath. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to mention this because we're talking about Billy. I forgot to mention it in the first episode. I don't know how. Is it as obvious to you guys as it is to me that Stu and Billy are like 1000% in love? Like, Stu is definitely in love with Billy. But, yeah, no, they're so in love. But, I'm going to show you this clip. And please don't turn off the video because the performance is so cringe.
But Billy's father? That was the key. Your boyfriend didn't like seeing his daddy in my film too much. He didn't like it at all. Once I supplied the motivation, all the kid needed was a few pointers. Have a partner to sell out in case you get caught, find someone to frame. It was like he was making a movie.
You. This is all because of you.
I'm a director, Sid. I direct.
Yeah, see, I told you. But it's a bold choice to have him be like, he was behind it the whole time. Ha! Hoo ha ha! Hoo ha! Hoo ee. Oh, speaking of, with Stranger Things, I'll not be unless Netflix releases a recorded Hamilton-esque copy of The First Shadow onto Netflix or on the Blu-ray or any type of that I can watch it here without it being a slime tutorial. That's what I'm saying. I would cover it if I can watch it comfortably in my home. I'm not going to drive all the way to New York just to see it again. I did see it. It's really good. But I'm not going to drive out there just to do a review on it. I'm not going to do that. But it reframes the whole series into a story about legacy, trauma, and abandonment. But it also feels slightly like the movie is saying, by the way, this guy you've never met, he did everything. I mean, Scott Foley, he does his best, but Roman doesn't feel just as alive as previous killers. Billy and Sue were chaotic and freaking in love. They're in love. Like, I can't unsay. Billy's mother is just unhinged. And Mickey, you just go, Mickey. No one really cares about you. And speaking of no one cares, Roman feels wounded but controlled, which fits thematically, but not always dramatically. He's less scary than he is sad. Let's talk other characters except for Roman, because if I talk Roman the whole thing, I'm going to lose my mind. Let's talk about Gale Weathers. Love her. She's boom. She's just so fascinating in this movie because she's finally questioning herself. Like, finally, after everything that went down with her, she's I can't speak. She is successful. She's famous, but she's still unhappy. Her arc isn't about ambition anymore. It's about revealness. Hollywood doesn't take her seriously. Younger versions of herself are replacing her. Not literally, there's not little Courtney Coxes. There's whee! And for the first time, she's just not the story. She's not sure if the story is worth the damage. I mean, she got shot in the belly last movie. And Courtney Cox, she plays this as subtle frustration rather than an ego, which is nice. I like that. Gale in Scream 3 is starting to realize that the trauma she reports on is also trauma she profits from, which ties directly into the movie's Hollywood theme. Now, let's talk about my freaking favorite character in Scream, besides Stu. Dewey Riley, which, no, I'm not going to say it here. I'll say it next movie. But Dewey hasn't changed. That's intentional. He's still earnest. He's still loyal. He's still weirdly competent. I'm 26. It was 25 for a whole year. Or is it 24? It's something like that. I don't know. I love that. But Dewey represents something important. Emotional continuity. He is the heart of the group. Always has been. He's the one who believes that the people can heal, and he's the reason Gale doesn't fully spiral. I mean, dude what, was he there? Yeah, he was there. Yeah, they did see each other. Bob. I'm not Bob Gray. Let me just... Oh, your head fell off. Ugh. hands. Sorry. Mr. Payne, Mr. Bob Gray. I'm not Bob Gray. Sorry. Oh, it's your legs. What the hell? Alright, stay, Bob Gray. I'm not Bob Gray, okay. But, yeah, no, he didn't watch it, blah, blah, blah. His sister got murdered by a garage door, and he's still deputy, and he's still rocking and rolling. And David Arquette plays Dewey like a man who's been stabbed multiple times, which he has, but refuses to become senile. No, sensical. I can't type, okay? And just so you know, I wrote this like weeks ago. And honestly, that's just admirable. Admirable. I legit can't speak. Well, I can, but it's hard. No. Yeah, it's hard for me. And the Stab 3 actors exist to make a point. The point is that Stab... What is wrong with that? Okay, so let me get this straight. Stab 1 was based off of the first movie. Stab 2 is based off of the second movie. Stab 3 is its own thing. It's Return to Woodsboro, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Hi, Gon. Come on. Come over. Come over here. You won't be in the video? That's my dog. That's not a pig. I don't think he likes Chucky. No, he doesn't like Chucky. What? Hey, I have like maybe 10 minutes left in this, okay? You hold out for that? Alright? Okay, bye-bye. Love you. But yeah, the Stab 3 actors, they exist to make a point. Hollywood consumes trauma and sells it back to you with better lighting. Better than this. Just so you know, guys, I suck at lighting. This was the best I could do. And Jennifer Jolie is the clearest example of this. Parker Posey plays her like someone who has completely lost the line between performance and reality. She's funny. But she's also tragic. She studied Sydney like a role, not a person. I, being an actor, can relate to this. I play someone who is real, yet, I hope to. But there are some roles that I fell into, and that I lived as that character, and it didn't really work out for me in the best way. Well, I mean, acting wise, I gotta say, I'm not like tooting my own horn, but I think I did pretty well. But yeah, and the movie is quietly asking, at one point, does storytelling becomes an exploitation? This is one of the smartest ideas that Scream 3 has, but it doesn't fully commit to it, which is one of my problems with this movie, is they have great ideas, but they don't commit to anything. And it's like, oh, this could have been so good, but they wimped out on it. And, okay. Now, here's the big reveal, and I'll just say this once, and move on. The voice changer in this movie is just irritating. Freaking hate it. Like, sure, in 2000, there was a device that could perfectly match someone else's voice. Sure! And it's not like we don't even have that quality of technology now, let alone 26 years ago. Like, you can still tell that stuff is AI. Like, yeah, sure, AI is getting better at photos, but if you listen to something, you can tell if it's automated or if it's a real person. Yeah, it annoys me that this can perfectly replicate someone else's voice. And that's why I don't care for this movie. I don't revisit it. I revisit 1, 2, and 5 a lot. Mostly 1 and 5 I watch a lot. But 2 and 4 are 2, 4, 6 I watch on a pretty consistent. But I usually skip this movie because of the freaking voice changer. It annoys me. It pushes me to physical rage because it doesn't make sense. And it's not like, yeah, there's some stuff like, say, like, what's a supernatural horror movie? What's a supernatural horror movie? What's a supernatural horror movie? Why can't I think of one? Okay, say a supernatural horror movie, and something that is totally fantastical. Say a Batman movie, right? And we're going full fantastical with it. We're going full, like, Killer Croc, Common King, like, stuff that can't really be done in, like, the Robert Pattinson universe. And then you have Bruce Wayne makes a voice changer that sounds exactly like someone else. Cool. Like, that you can do. But we've established that this is a grounded universe and that there's no fantastical elements about this. Like, Ghostface is immortal. It's a different killer every movie. Like, it irritates me. But, okay. Let me just take a sip. I'm calm now. Hi, friends. Yeah. Sorry I got kind of irritated. I just hate the voice changer. I mean, we all hate something that'll bring us to physical rage in movies. Probably not all of us, but a lot of us, especially us nerds. Okay. But with Scream 3, Frankenstein. Right there, the VHS tape is right in front of me. That one you could. You'd be pushing it because it's more science, but you could do it. But what Scream 3 really wants is closure. Sidney confronts the past. The killer is defeated alone. No partner, no chaos, no games, no Gale, no Dewey. No. I think I love you. Oh. And that's intentional. This is a movie about ending cycles. Sidney chooses to leave her door open in the end. And it isn't about fearlessness and I'm a warrior. Or warrior, yes. No, warrior, yeah. It's about reclaiming control of her life and not letting her trauma define that. Nothing bad can happen to me, but I'm not gonna live like that my trauma defines me and that something bad will happen to me. That I can wake up tomorrow, my house burned. No. That's actually, it's a solid emotional ending for a story. And even though I really don't care for this movie, like, as you can tell, I've just been hating on it this whole episode. It successfully ends the story, and I love the end. The ending is so good. And doesn't, like, the guy that she's with, doesn't, yeah, they have kids. They have kids together. I hope he returns in Scream 7. That'd be cool. Cute. And it had everything I wanted. Everything. Again, I'm talking about the end of this movie, not the whole movie as itself. So now, let's talk kills. There were 10 victims in Scream 3, 4 female and 6 male victims. Hey, it's the same as Scream 2. First off, we got Christine Hamilton, who's played by Kelly Rutherford, who she is stabbed in the back with the voice changer. The voice changer, Cotton Weary, played by young Sabretooth in one of the worst movies I've ever seen. That second half is bad. First half is No, it's fine. X-Men Origins Wolverine is what I'm talking about. Played by Leaf Schreiber, who gets beat up and stabbed in the head off screen. First of all, Roman Bridger could not take Leaf Schreiber. I am sorry. But it sucks, because we set up Cotton as a great character in Scream 2. When I first saw this movie, I'm like, oh, cool, Cotton's it, 100% Cotton. I think I have a shirt of that. I should have worn it today. But you set up a really good character who could be a protagonist with Sidney because they have that shared connection, and he has beef with Roman too. Like, you could have set that up, that they're the duo of this movie, and have Sidney in it more, because she's not in it a lot. She's isolated for, like, most of her scenes. So yeah, I think that would have made a really, like, he gets attacked. But then he lives, and he teams up with Sid. That would have been really good. But yeah, you just killed him then, and it sucks. I don't like that. You got Sarah Darling, played by Jenna McCarthy, who gets knocked through the window and stabbed in the back. Woo! I think it's very close to the Sarah Michelle Gellar kill in Scream 2, getting thrown through a window. Steven Stone, played by Patrick Warburton, gets stabbed in the back and cronked with a frying pan. That's where I usually sit. Right there. That's the same dude, right? Patrick Warburton. The Devils! Yeah, okay, that is it. I knew it was, but I'm like, thinking about like the name, I'm like, oh wait, is it? Yeah. Right. There. I prefer artificial sweeteners made by man! No, B-Movie is so bad. It's so bad. Tom Prince! Is it Prince? Is it Prince? I don't know. I forget. Played by Matt Kessler. I'm sorry. Blown up in a stupid gas leak explosion. Besides the voice changer, this is my least favorite moment in the series. This is just characters making a stupid decision with a capital stupid. So, what happens is they're all running, the crew with Gale, Dewey, and the actors. They're running out of this house. I forget, he runs back in there, and this movie forgets that people can see in nighttime. It's not pitch black out. Like, he could have run back outside and read the note, because there's like a fax note or something. I forget why he goes in there. It's going to be bugging me. But he goes back in there. And he lights it, and he light with a lighter to look at it. And boom, big explosion. Wow. It's such a stupid decision. Like, people can see in the dark. And, oh yeah, so, Roman Bridger right here. Gale checks Roman's pulse to make sure he's dead. Remember that. She checked his pulse. Angelina Tyler, played by Emily Mortimer. Father, I was in 300. Boromir was in Game of Thrones for a little bit. She just got stabbed in the chest. By the way, that's a Lord of the Rings meme. If you don't get it, watch Lord of the Rings. It's funny. And Tyson Fox, dope name by the way, played by Dion Richmond, gets stabbed his neck broken and fallen off a balcony. By the way, that balcony that he gets thrown off of, does it look kind of familiar? It's in Halloween H2O. They filmed some of this at the same place that they filmed Halloween H2O, which I think is really cool. And Jennifer Jolie, played by Parker Posey, and gets stabbed in the gut. John Milton, played by Lance Hendrickson, who, yes, he's in Aliens. He's in it's that movie. He terminates people. I can't think of the name. Oh, I think it's something like the Terminator. I'm being sarcastic. I know what the Terminator is. I love the Terminator. But yeah, he's in that. Oh my god, I'm spacing. He's in Aliens. Oh guys, he's in so much. Control C. Movish. Is it a show? Oh, he's in Piranha 2? Oh, that's dope. Oh. Wait, he's in Hellraiser Hellworld? Close Encounters? How have I not known this, man? Is this a show he's also in? He's in Alien 3 as well. Which... NCIS. I haven't seen NCIS. Alien vs. Predator. Yeah, I don't know what else I was thinking of. Maybe nothing. Maybe I did. Yeah, he gets throat slit if I didn't tell you. And Roman Bridger, for real. So either Gale doesn't know what a pulse feels like, which it's a pulsating that your blood is going through your system. Just so you know. Either Gale doesn't know how to do that, and yes, there are ways to slow down your pulse, but you'll still feel it. I hate, like, all I have to do, remove that scene. Like, or just, like, you can see Roman's dead. Okay, she closes the thing. Like, she doesn't check his pulse. He's played by Scott Foley, who gets repeatedly stabbed and shot, and he gets an executed with a headshot. And that, my friends, is how the Roman Empire fell. Yes, I've been waiting all episode to make that joke. But Scream 3, it's messy, it's overstuffed, and it's occasionally too clever for its own good, or it's not clever at all and they just make stupid decisions. But it's also thoughtful, it's character driven, and it's genuinely interested in trauma rather than just body counts and not just, oh, I'm gonna kill you, stab, stab, stab. It's not the strongest Scream movie. In fact, it's probably my least favorite. But it's a meaningful ending for its lead characters, and I love it. I love that ending. It's so good. And hi! Look who's back! Hi! You wanna say hi to all my followers? Well, my 4 right now? I know, okay? I'll be up in a minute. Don't bark at Chucky. Alright? I know, we haven't covered his movies yet. We will. Don't worry, we will cover the Chucky series. I'm sorry for that. But, yeah. I genuinely... Scream 3 is so mixed for me. It is highs of highs with Carrie Fisher's, the ending, and it's lows. So many lows. Voice changer. And she checks his pulse, the explosion. I don't like most of those things, but it's a good ending to the trilogy. This is what most people think of Return of the Jedi like, which, not me. I personally, Return of the Jedi is my favorite of the Star Wars movies. Come at me, but the original version, not the special editions where George Lucas added all the CGI. That sucked. But that's all. That's all for Scream 3. Now tune in next week for Scream 4. Bigger, bloodier. Freaking bloodier. And that will not feature Gunther. Hi. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Gunther, want to say bye? Bye. Probably didn't see him. I'm coming up. Okay, bye.